dance. The Olympians want to dance, throwing parties with each other, with music, drink, and such. But the temperature is dropping, so the party scene is stopping. But the gods are human social creatures, they must stay in touch. Greek life.
Greek life.
Greek life.
Greek life.
Is everybody here?
If you're not here, say I.
10, 11, 12. Yep, we got everybody.
Everybody's dorms are so cute.
This was a way better idea than meeting up somewhere. We get mini room tours.
Just so y'all know, hi, Apollo here. Can you see me? I do have to leave at 4 because of online rehearsal.
Me too.
They're still making you rehearse on a snow day?
The show must go on.
Yeah. We'll be done by then.
Done with what, exactly, Hera? Why am I here in my little computer rectangle?
Well, I feel like we haven't had a chance to really spend any time together this semester, so I thought we'd catch up with a friendly little game of murder.
I'm concerned.
It's all a game. Don't worry, Hephaestus.
The mortals seem to think games revolving around death are amusing. Frankly, I can't disagree.
Basically, each game there's a god.
You mean gods?
No, one god. And they control the world. They choose one murderer and one angel.
Those are the ones that are like satyrs without wings, right?
Not even close. The god will choose the murderer and the angel, and then tell a story about all the players. Every round, the murderer tells the god one player they want to kill, and the angel chooses one player they want to save.
This is hardcore.
Then, the players have a chance to vote on who they think the murderer is. Whoever they guess is put to death. If they guess right, the players win. If the murderer is the last person left alive, then the murderer wins. Is that clear?
Not really.
Okay, thank you, Poseidon. Well, I'm gonna get started. I'll play the
I'll
god
be the
for
god
the
for
first
round.
round. Oh, sorry, Zeus. I'm just gonna show you how it's done. Okay?
Fine.
Can I be the angel?
Apollo, that's not how this works. Everybody shush. I'll text you if I'm picking you to play a role. Nobody say anything. Okay, we're going to have to start again. Dionysus, everybody, put your phone on silent and please try not to visibly react if you get a text. The whole point is that it's a secret. Let's begin. Murderer, send me the name of the person you'd like to kill. Angel, send me the name of the person you'd like to save. Great, okay. So one day, Apollo was walking down the sidewalk on his way to rehearsal. Because he was so distracted practicing his monologue, he accidentally walked into the street without looking both ways and was hit by a car. There was a doctor nearby who managed to save the person driving the car, Artemis, but didn't manage to save Apollo.
Suck it, Apollo.
Wait, so I'm dead?
Yeah, you're dead.
No!
Does anyone have any guesses as to who the murderer might be? Any accusations to make?
Leave, you muted me.
And I'll do it again if you keep being disruptive.
I think it's Artemis.
I am not the murderer.
The dead aren't allowed to make accusations.
Wait, so I just have to sit in silence for the rest of the game?
Pretty much, yeah.
No!
For what it's worth, I also think it's Artemis.
What? Why?
You were way too quick to deny it.
Hold on, you're accusing me because I said I wasn't the murderer? That makes no sense.
That's what you want me to think.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
I second Ares' accusation.
Hera!
What? I'm just moving the game along.
Let's take a vote. Raise your hand if you think Artemis is the murderer. Okay, so that's majority, which means that Artemis is now dead.
So we won?
Was she the murderer?
Nope. Artemis was not the murderer.
I told you.
New rule, the dead aren't allowed to talk.
That's complete bullshit.
Murderer, please text me the name of the person you'd like to kill. Angel, text me the name of the person you'd like to save. Okay, so this time, Poseidon was having a boat race with Zeus. And during the race, Zeus accidentally veered off the river and ran straight into Poseidon's ship.
Why would you have a boat race on a river?
What?
Typically, you do a boat race on the sea, not a river. You could use a big lake, I guess, if you're not near the ocean.
Sure, okay, whatever. Zeus veered off the lake.
For the record, I would never do
Well,
that.
for the purposes of the game, you did. Sorry. Back to the game. Zeus ran into Poseidon's ship, and when the ambulance got onto the scene, they were only able to save one of them.
So, who died?
Zeus did not die. He was saved by the paramedics. Poseidon, unfortunately, was not.
In your face, Posey! Sorry about the dying thing, though.
Had to happen eventually, right? Might as well go out doing what I love.
What did I say about the dead not being allowed to talk? Okay, do we have any accusations as to who the murderer could be?
I think it's Hera.
Excuse me?
She seemed pretty eager to kill off Artemis.
You were the one who accused her in the first place. Maybe you're the murderer, Ares.
Maybe I am. Wait, no, I'm not. Like, I'm actually not, I swear.
Sounds like something a murderer would say.
You're just trying to deflect all the attention onto me. She's obviously the killer.
Okay. Seems like you two have some pretty solid accusations going. Do we have anyone to second these accusations?
I second Ares is the murderer.
I third that. I fourth it.
That's not... Whatever. Anyone want to second the accusation against Hera?
Me.
Sorry, did someone say something?
I second the accusation against Hera.
You little...
Let's hold a vote. All for Ares as the murderer. Raise your hand. All for Hera as murderer? According to the votes, Ares is our killer.
What? Come on, guys, you're being...
Ares was not the murderer. You just killed an innocent man.
Okay, so it's gotta be Hera then, right?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Hermes. Murderer, please text me the name of the person you'd like to kill. Angel, text me the name of the person you'd like to save. Great. Okay, so one day, Hephaestus was...
Oh, it's for sure got to be Hera. She's killing off the person who accused her
Can I finish the story before we start with the accusations? Thank you. So, Hephaestus was working in his workshop when suddenly the gadget he was toying with exploded, the shrapnel nearly hitting his carotid artery.
So obviously we're voting for Hera.
Shut up!
I'm not done yet. Hephaestus did suffer some minor damages from the explosion, but luckily the doctors were able to treat his wounds and save his life.
I was saved?
You were saved.
So, Hera?
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Wait, guys, hold on. I don't think it's Hera. Think about it. It's way too obvious. Hera's not an idiot. If she was actually the murderer, she wouldn't kill the first person to accuse her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Unless she's using reverse psychology.
I'm not really
what if
reverse
we-
Yeah,
psychology.
come on.
Makes
It's
sense.
the facts are right
Going
there.
down.
Makes sense. Hang on. Hang on.
What?
I'd like to hear what Hestia has to say. Me?
You have been awfully quiet the whole game. Maybe because you're hiding something?
I'm not hiding anything. Unless you are. I accuse Hestia of being the murderer.
I second that accusation.
Raise your hand if you think Hestia is the murderer. Majority rules. Hestia, please tell the other players who you were.
I was the murderer. Yes!
So we won?
The players won.
And I almost got away with it too.
So who was the angel?
That would be me.
Aphrodite, you saved me?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Great job, guys.
Athena, I have a question.
Yes, Poseidon?
Could I please tell the stories this
Wait,
round?
it's actually
Sure
my
thing.
turn. I'm God.
Poseidon, you are now the god.
Hot diggity. All right, everybody shut your mouths and faces. I'm going to pick my murderer and my angel. Sweet. So tell me who you guys want to kill and save. Okay, that was fast. Thanks, dudes. Okay, let me think. Once upon a time, Athena and Apollo were sailing on a ship, a small yacht, beautiful craft, 30-foot deck, cup holders in the cockpit, when all of a sudden a giant fish appeared.
A giant fish?
Like enormous, like huge, tremendous, and it swims underneath the boat and it flips the thing over. Athena goes toppling over the side. Women overboard! Apollo runs for the life preserver. He flings into the water to save her. But what is this? Athena's twisting in the water like a dancer. She has grown a tail. She can swim just fine. She's alive. Despite the universe's best attempts to kill her, she lives as a beautiful fish woman.
What about me? What happens to me?
Oh, I don't know. You were just there. Okay, everybody, wake up. Story time's over. Who do we think the murderer is? Who would have done such a thing? Send the giant fish? For shame?
Real quick, accusing out loud was kind of a lot. Can we use the text chat?
Good call, Athena. I can read. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of votes for Apollo, interestingly, and a couple for Zeus?
What? I would never treat Athena in this way. She's my best asset and friend.
What the hell am I then?
So, majority votes for Apollo. Apollo, moment of truth or moment of lie? Were you the murderer or not?
I was not the murderer.
Ooh, not the murderer. I don't know why I'm excited. I already knew this. But you guys are muted, so I'm cheering for you. Anyway, sorry Apollo, bro. You're dead now. Alright, next round. Important folks, send me your choices.
We're all important, Poseidon.
In our hearts, Demeter, yes, 100%. But only two of you hold the powers of life and death. Okay, let's get going. So, Artemis and Zeus are on a rock climbing adventure. A feat of sheer strength. Muscle straining, arms and legs, all muscle and sinew and tendon. Powerful bodies, up against nature's greatest test. Both climbers have gotten good at adapting to the nearly smooth rock surface, grabbing onto tiny handholds and footholds where the average climber would fail to see them. But one of these minuscule ledges, Artemis slips up. Her legs come loose from the wall, sending gravel tumbling down the vertical surface she's barely hooked to.
Why am I actually nervous?
She scrambles for footing and there, found it. Legs trembling, she breathes a sigh of relief, which is interrupted by a yell of terror. In the heat of the mishap and the rain of gravel, Zeus was shaking out of his expert reverie. His own hand slipped, and then his feet. Rest in peace, Zeus.
What?
So, who killed Zeus?
Wait a minute, are you all for real? Athena gets to play God, then Athena gets saved. And then I don't get to play God? Which is my literal job in essence, but Olympus forbid, I get the chance to exercise that while I'm trapped in this mortal body, vulnerable in the hands of my colleagues to the point that I'm killed?
It's just a game, Zeus. Chill.
No, I'm not gonna chill, Poseidon, because unlike you, I am sick and tired of having to live like this. I can't just settle into this life of mortal mediocrity. I'm meant to be ruling over the skies, ruling over the gods. I will never be satisfied until I'm back on my throne. We've all suffered, but I've lost it all. But you don't care enough about anything to understand what that feels like. Do you, Mr. President? You can't even decide on...
I think Hera's the murderer.
Come on, let's just not assume things.
Oh, please.
No, I think it
Literally
makes
know that
sense.
big
Yeah,
one.
Hera's
Come
definitely
on.
the murderer.
Hey, yes, fine, I am the murderer. I murdered my husband and I kicked him from the call. I love the man. I do.
We all do.
Hey, we've been on here a while, haven't we? Let's all just take a break. It's not like we never see each other anyway.
Thanks, Aphrodite. Thanks for teaching me how to play Athena. This was a good game.
Good game.
See you guys later. Bye.
Bye, everyone. See ya.
Goodbye. Later,
Bye, guys.
alligators.
That was
Thank you.
fun.
Bid
See
you
you
adieu.
later.
Oh, Zeus. What am I gonna do with you?
Hi, it's Lillian. Who is this?
It's Zeus.
Oh, hey Zeus. What's up?
Well, my night suddenly cleared up, and I was thinking with the snow, it might be the perfect time to cuddle up and watch a movie with someone.
And I assume you're hoping I'll be that someone?
Guilty.
I'll be over in 15.
See you then.
Greek life.
Greek life.
Greek life.
Greek life. This episode of Greek Life was written by Maggie Malin and Dale Tanner and directed and produced by Maggie Malin. The voices you heard were Veronica Haug as Hera, Jorge Ramos as Poseidon, Martha Ward as Athena, Camila Cole as Aphrodite, Ji-Sung Chun as Apollo, Liam J. Lanzotti as Hermes, Diego Rios Brady as Dionysus, Mason Allen as Ares, Tommaso Vigo as Hephaestus, Skylar Davidson as Demeter, Eric Miller as Zeus, Jin DeMars as Artemis, Kimi Galang Villegas as Hestia, and Molly Malin as Liliane. Follow the show on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Greek Life Pod, or send us an email at greeklifelisten@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. Party safe.